Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a chatty get ready slash full face first impressions. I was screaming a lot this past weekend when I was in the pool, and I feel like now my voice is like in and out, like it wanted to leave, but it didn't. So I find that my voice is a little raspy right now. So let's just look past that. There's a few things I just recently purchased and a couple of things that were sent to me, and I haven't tried out any of these products, so that is what we're gonna do today, and then we're just gonna chat and hang out. All right, I'm gonna jump into it because we both know this video is gonna be 1,000 years long. I'm actually gonna put my hair in a bun. I'm gonna spray this bad boy before I start with all my makeup. This is the Too Faced Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I was so excited when I saw this. I love setting sprays. I have so many. I actually want to do an entire video on setting sprays and mists and which ones are good and which ones are bad and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try this one out. It says it's a replenishing primer, so that's how we're gonna try it today. Okay. I extended my hand out a little bit more because that was drenching my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sink into the skin. It says it has coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers, and it's also silicone, alcohol, and oil free. And I'm totally loving all of that, but I don't know if I like this mist. Kind of squirted a little bit aggressively, but when it comes to primer sprays, the mist isn't that important, but I don't know if I would love this mist as a setting spray, but as a primer, I think I'm gonna like this. My face actually feels really, really sticky. Like, my eyeballs are so sticky up here. Holy crap. I'm like really, really sticky. That could totally be a good thing. All right, so for foundation, I'm gonna be using this. I just recently purchased this at Walgreens. It's the No. 7 Stay Perfect foundation. And I wanted to pick this up because the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation is one of my favorites. It's so dewy and pretty. And this one is supposed to be non-stop complexion perfection all day wear. And it's supposed to be for all skin types and has medium coverage. Look how cute. All right, look how cute. This is the new Beauty Blender Swirl. It's like a pink and white tie-dye beauty blender. If you're into the beauty blender, definitely pick it up because I believe this is limited edition. I think it's so cute, so I'm gonna use it today. I'm just gonna do 2 pumps of this. I also got the shade Warm Ivory. I'm in that shade in my other foundation. This foundation isn't new or anything. I mean, I don't think it's new, but I have been so intrigued with the No. 7 foundations after falling in love with that other one. All right, so this is 2 pumps of the foundation. I think it covered up pretty well. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to right here. This is where most of my redness and my veins show. But I really like the coverage, and I have to say I really like this finish. It actually looks pretty dewy. I have a feeling that's because of this primer. So I don't think this is a dewy foundation by any means, but that primer definitely dewed it up, which I'm okay with. This doesn't feel too sticky or too tacky. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna slip off. And I really, really, really like that. Hopefully this does wear all day. I'm gonna leave a little note in the description box letting you know how everything wore, my bronzer, my blush, my highlight, the eyeshadow palette, everything, because I'm not gonna be able to sit down and update you guys at the end of the night since I'm going somewhere today and I actually won't be back home till tomorrow. And I will make sure next time I do a first impressions, I don't have any plans for the rest of the day. But for today, I will leave all the info below. Okay, let's move on. For concealer, I'm gonna take a brand new concealer I just bought. This is the Diorskin Forever Undercover Concealer. I think this is brand new. I just recently tried out their Diorskin Forever foundation, and like, it's alright. It's not my favorite, so. And I saw they had a concealer, so I really wanted to try it. So let's see. This is very, very yellow. I got the shade 011, and yeah, it's pretty yellow, but we'll see. Just in case, I'm gonna do one eye. Smells like something. Let's see how this looks. This dries pretty matte, actually. Not that I thought it was gonna be dewy or anything, but I feel like it dried up pretty fast. Like, you have to blend it immediately. I'm gonna add a little bit more right here where I need more coverage, and then a little bit on my lid. I think you would like this more if you have oily under eyes or if you have like oily skin, because this concealer might be a little too drying for me, but I don't want to judge it right away. So have any of you guys seen Riverdale? Please leave me your thoughts down below. I just finished it and I like it. I really, really do. I mean, the main reason I even started watching it is because Cole Sprouse plays Jughead, and I love the Sprouse twins. They're Ben from Friends. Hello. But I also feel like it's a little cringy, like the dialogue and the things that they say on that show. I don't know. But like, seriously, what would you do if you were in school and a girl like Cheryl Blossom came up to you to talk to you and would talk to you like that? Nobody talks like that in high school. It's funny. But anyway, I do kind of like the show. I like how it ended. Like, I didn't expect that at all, like how season 1 ended. Okay, so for powder, I'm gonna powder my under eyes. I don't know if I'm gonna powder my face. I have 2 powders here to try out, and I don't know which one I wanna use. This is the new Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I am so excited for this one. I think I wanna use this one. And then I also have the Tarte Filtered Light Setting Powder. I might do one eye with this powder and one eye with this powder. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna take the Born This Way powder. I really love the packaging on this too. Yeah, like the little stopper. And I'm gonna take my little brush. Oh, okay. There's like little shimmers in this. Not like an aggressive amount of shimmer, and they're not chunky glitters or anything, but there's definite shimmer. But I don't mind that all the time. Sometimes I don't like how it looks under the eyes. Sometimes it's all right. I'm also gonna dust some of that like on the rest of my skin just to test it out. All right, so let me clean off this brush, not on my pants, and try out the Tarte Filtered Light Setting Powder on the other side. I'm gonna tap some of this onto the cap. And set my under eye. Okay, so these 2 powders are nothing alike. This Tarte one is actually pretty mattifying, but not in a dry way. It didn't mattify it too much. It looks very natural, and I actually really like how this powder looks. The Too Faced one definitely has more of a sheen. I don't know if you can tell. I totally can. So my suggestion is, if you have normal to oily skin, you would like this one. But if you have normal to very dry skin, you might like this one. All right, I am gonna balance out my skin though. I'm gonna add a little bit of sheen to this side. All right, so for bronzer, blush, and highlight, I really wanted to try out these products. I just recently purchased them off Sephora, and they really intrigued me. This packaging is so beautiful. This is from the brand Chatty, and I have their Palm Island bronzer to try out. It's a matte bronzer, and then I also got this Summer Love blush, and this is what it looks like. It actually swatches almost like a highlight. It's a very light shimmery blush. So I am gonna be putting a blush underneath this first because I'm afraid this might not work on its own. And then for highlight, I got this Chatty highlight in the shade Starburst, which it looks insanely shimmery. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but we shall see. But anyway, where I was getting at with the whole Riverdale thing, if you guys know of another show on Netflix that I just need to watch, let me know. I've seen Shameless. I'm actually currently watching Quantico, and I really like it. Like, they just posted season 2 on Netflix. Honestly, the main reason I'm watching is because I love the main actress, Priyanka Chopra. I believe that's how you say her name. I think she is like one of the most beautiful people ever, and I watch just for her. I just feel like binging something else on Netflix, so please leave me your thoughts below. I mean, chances are I probably have already seen it, if I'm gonna be honest. I watch a lot of TV or Netflix, but still, just leave me your thoughts or your suggestions down below. I actually found out that the executive producer of One Day at a Time, if you watch that show on Netflix, it's about like a Cuban American family. It is really good, I love it. The executive producer follows me on Twitter. I don't know why that got me really excited, but it did. I relate so much to that show, and I thought it was so cool that she follows me, and she says she watches my videos. I love the cast, I love the grandma, she's my favorite. I always tell my mom that when she gets to that age, she is going to be exactly like the abuela in that show. My dad was telling me that that show was on like years ago, which I didn't even know, but then they redid it and they did it with like a Cuban family, which I find that so crazy. So I think it's really amazing that they're showing like a little piece of Cuban culture with that show. Anyway, I love this bronzer. Can I just say that? I really, really do. I thought it was gonna be like too pinky, but I really like this undertone. Ah, I like it. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna add this blush underneath this one. I actually haven't used this blush yet. I've used other blushes in this range, but not this color. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Be You. By the way, I just realized that a lot of these, like barely any of these products are drugstore. I'm so sorry. I didn't really notice that. It's just this is the newest makeup I just recently got in my life, and it just so happens to mostly be high-end. But if you want to see a drugstore haul in the upcoming weeks, definitely let me know and I will do that for you. I love buying drugstore makeup, so let me know. But this color is so pretty. It has like a satin finish. I really, really, really like them. At least the ones I've tried. This color is pretty though. It's like a peachy nude. Okay, so right on top of that, I'm gonna apply Summer Love. It's such a pretty color. I love it. This is probably more like a blush topper. I don't even know if it claims to be a blush. Oh, okay, I just looked it up and it is a glowing, illuminating blush. See? Makes sense. Okay, so it is very illuminating. Not in a super thick, chunky, gross way, although you could totally see the shimmers in this blush, 100%. But sometimes I like that look, especially in the summertime. I think that looks excellent. I don't know if I love it, but I think I like it so far. Okay, let's try this highlight. I'm really nervous about this. It just looks so shimmery. It's beautiful. It's definitely not a natural highlight though. You can kind of see it sitting on the skin. You know how really metallic highlights like this? You can definitely see it when you look up close, but from far away, it looks so beautiful. This would look stunning in photos. You guys know I prefer a more natural highlight that I could build up versus something so shimmery, but I kind of like it. Okay, so to melt all those powders down and so that everything just sinks right into the skin, I'm gonna use this as a setting spray. Wish me luck. I'm nervous. Let me put my hand like, maybe if I shoot it up. Actually, the more I look at this highlight, the more I don't love it. I am so indecisive when I try out a product for the very first time. I have to use something like 2 or 3 times. I feel like I can just kind of see it sitting there. Okay, so let's just move on to the eyes. We are officially done with the face. For the eyes, I'm gonna be testing out this new Marc Jacobs palette. I just bought this, and I know I'm gonna get this for PR, but when I saw this on Sephora, like I just bought it. I don't know why, I couldn't help myself, and if it does come to me in PR, I'll just give it to one of my friends. Plus, I love sharing the makeup love with my friends, so no harm, no foul. I got my palette in the shade Scandalust. They came out with a ton of new palettes. These palettes have been around for a long time. I think the famous one is the Lolita palette. I have it, and it's alright. It really isn't my favorite. But this one in Scandalust looked so beautiful. So let's try out these bad boys. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called That's Why. Apply this color directly in my crease. This is gonna be my transition shade. That is very, very powdery. There is a lot of kick up with this. But what matters is how it applies to the eyes. I could always look past kick up if the eyeshadows are really easy to blend. Oh my gosh, are you guys up to date with all the stuff that has been I just got kick up in my coffee. Ugh. Have you guys been caught up with all of the Blac Chyna and Robert Kardashian drama? I really can't believe that's happening. Honestly, like, you never know what's real, what's fake when it comes to celebrities and social media. And there are 3 sides to every story, as you guys I'm sure know. But it's such a crazy situation. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, just Google it. I'm not really into this celebrity drama. I do not keep up with other people's lives that much, but I'm dying to know like who you side with in this situation, because I think both parties royally messed up there. both of them. I mean, I don't know the story. That seems like such a toxic relationship, and I hope that they could settle their differences and be civil for their daughter, because that's the most important thing. But wow. I feel like him posting her naked on his Instagram was way too far for me. She goes and sends him a video of like her kissing another guy. Like, why would you do that? What's happening? Side note, by the way, I really love this eyeshadow. It's such a delicious, warm, pigmented, yummy color. I'm gonna take a little bit of Little Miss. This one doesn't have as much kick up as the brown one. I'm only gonna apply a little bit of this color because I will be going in with an all over lid shade, and it's pretty much gonna cover that. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm not taking China's side at all. I really do think he was extremely hurt, and people do really crazy mean things sometimes when they're hurt, like they just lash out. I feel bad for both of them, to be honest. Okay, I've talked about this topic for way too long. I'm gonna take this delicious copper shade, and I'm just gonna apply this color to my entire lid. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this eyeshadow. Usually, I'm not very impressed with luxury eyeshadows. I mean, I have tried out Marc Jacobs eyeshadows in the past, and I really do like them, but I'm really impressed with this palette so far. The pigmentation is very nice. Look how pigmented that is. That is really pretty. I'm gonna take some more of that crease shade we first used, and I'm gonna apply this in my crease. Okay, I'm gonna go back and intensify that red color, reddish copper shade. And then I'm gonna go back into that deep shade Little Miss and deepen up my outer corners with that. I have the Thomas O'Malley song stuck in my head.
Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the alley cat. I've got that wonderlust.
For my lower lash line, I'm gonna take that crease shade I used. This color is so pigmented, you have to be careful. I love it though, it's awesome. I'm actually gonna take this cranberry shade called Scandalous, and I'm gonna apply it right on top of that brown. This palette is a lot more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. I gotta say, I am really impressed. I have Lolita, and I don't remember being blown away by Lolita, but I really love these colors. For eyeliner, I'm gonna take the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Alkaline. Never tried this before, I've just swatched it. I mean, I've tried these before, just not this color. Okay, so I can totally see a lot of people hating this eyeliner. It's probably a little too red for some people, but I have to say I love eyeliners like this. I feel like they make eyes just really pop and stand out, so I like it. Okay, to finish up the lower lash line, I'm gonna take that dark purple brown, and I'm gonna apply this really, really close. But I'm gonna keep it on the outer corners. And by the way, I know I do a lot of the same techniques every time I do my makeup, but this is what works for me. Everybody's different, I'm sorry. I never claimed to be a makeup artist. I know some people think that I claim to be one, but I really, really do not. Every time I get those comments like, oh, you're a terrible makeup artist, I'm like, ¿y estás supposed to offend me? Because I'm not a makeup artist. That's like telling me like, oh my gosh, Kathleen, you're a horrible astronaut. Yeah, probably. It's a good thing I'm not an astronaut. I don't know. People can be a little bit intense. For my brow bone, I'm gonna take this satin color right here called At the Office. I'm gonna use that to clean up underneath my brow bone. That actually isn't as light as I thought it would be. So that color is a little misleading. I thought it would be highlighting, but it isn't. So let's use this one. If you're darker than me, then this totally would be a highlight shade. But if you're my skin tone or fair, this is not highlighting. Okay, so for mascara, I actually don't have a new mascara to try out. So I'm gonna apply some Trish McEvoy High Volume Mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so things got dark pretty fast. We will lighten up this lip in a second. But basically, I put on some mascara, and I noticed I didn't have any inner corner highlight, so I just took this first shimmery shade and I used that. And then since I don't have any brand new lip product, I went ahead and applied this, and I realized that I don't think I've ever worn this. This is in the shade Biscotti, and is it me or does this look hella dark on my lips? So I'm gonna be taking this lip gloss. I've actually never used it before, so that's good. This is the Jouer High Pigment Lip Gloss in the shade PCH. Okay guys, so that completes this video. These were all products I just recently got. And don't forget to check out the description below where I will give you like full reviews on each product after I've worn them all day. But yeah guys, let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you want to do more full face first impressions. Tell me your thoughts down below and request other videos while you are at it. Request. Did I say request? That always happens. But yes, that completes this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. My ring keeps flying off.